What is up, y'all? Let's ignore how busted I look. Y'all, I am so tired. I'm filming this the day after 4th of July. And yes, I did drink a little bit too much, and I just could not sleep either because, oh my gosh, they had the fireworks going all night in my neighborhood, and it just sounded like bombs going off. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I never get hangovers, but I guess my version of a hangover is like being tired. And right now, I swear, even having the light on, I'm just like, oh my God, it's too much. So let's not pay attention to how busted I look. I was like, oh, y'all, I had to put on just a little bit of foundation and literally nothing else because I was like, my face is so red right now. I'm like, let's just ignore all of that, okay? Because I'm low-key going through it. But of course, I gotta stay, on track with my daily uploads, which is it's starting to get a little hard, y'all. I'm keeping it real with you guys, but I've been keeping it going. I didn't upload like 2 times within the past week just because I was like, well, one, I was too busy. Two, it was 4th of July, so I was kind of like, nobody's really gonna be on the internet anyway. So I'm like, let me skip that. But besides that, though, I have been keeping it going, and I'm really proud of myself. But I'm like, y'all, it's getting a little bit hard if I'm keeping it real. Anyways, before I start rambling about nonsense, obviously, as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be talking about Jeffree Star because people are calling him out, and you know what's so crazy? I saw his review of him doing the Rhode blushes, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, didn't you order like the full listing of Rhode products and you literally paid for them just to throw them in the trash? Which, by the way, I want to go off on a little tangent here just for a second, because I've talked about this before, and I talked about it on TikTok specifically, that he went out of his way to purchase the Polite Society Foundation. And as you guys know, or if you didn't know, Polite Society is owned by the former owners of Too Faced, which Jared Blandino, if you guys know his name, he got into it with Jeffree Star. Like, they had like online feuds like numerous amounts of times. They just don't like each other. Jeffree Star felt the need to obviously go out of his way to purchase these products just to throw them in the trash, and I made a TikTok about it, and I'm like, this to me has got to be the most dumb thing that I've ever seen in my life. And people completely disagreed with me on this, which I was like, what world are we living in? Somebody like had even commented to me and be like, well, you need to stack your coins up, girl, because clearly money to Jeffree Star doesn't matter. I'm like, do you not understand? Okay, this is where I feel like I have to speak like, okay, let me speak like this so you can get it. Do you not understand that Polite Society does not give a shit what Jeffree Star has to say? They got his money. Like, why would you go and spend, like, I want to say 2 foundations where it's probably like $70? Like, why? Like, do you know what I mean? And people really do take this whole notion of like, oh, Jeffree Star threw it in the trash, so that means that I'm not going to try it. And I'm like, that is not the truth whatsoever. Of course, yes, to some people out there, they're like, oh, that's like activism. He's doing his thing. But I'm like, no, Polite Society is still thriving because they have people like Michaela out here who, by the way, Michaela was recently sponsored by Polite Society. They have people like Michaela and other influencers that are raving about the brand. So I'm kind of like, him throwing it in the trash and spending his money is just so stupid. I'm like, Jeffree Star, send me the $70. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, literally send me the $70 and I'll be like, Polite Society sucks. Like, for real. Because I just don't understand this whole thing of purchasing a product and throwing it in the trash, just like he did with Rhode Beauty. Obviously, because online at the time, it was very popular to bash Hailey Bieber because she was going through drama with Selena Gomez, which y'all know, I'm so sorry, but I just can't stand this type of stuff to where you get online and just like, it's one thing to have your opinions. We're all going to have our opinions, of course, but like to go online and do things like that, it's just kind of like, you don't even know what's going on behind closed doors. Like, you paid for this package and you're just gonna throw it in the trash. Like, I'm gonna play the clip within today's video just that way you guys can see it, just in case you guys don't remember. But I was like, this is so stupid, and he made it seem like it was Rhode PR, but then everyone was like, no, that's not the PR package, you actually ordered that. So it's kind of like you spent your money and threw it away. And yes, I do get it, Jeffree Star is rich, he has a lot of money, and I understand that if he spends like $100-200, that's literally like a penny to him. I totally get that, but I just feel like the best way to not support somebody is to not give them their money. Do you know what I mean? I really do think a lot of times, say for example, I don't know if you guys remember this, the whole subculture palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, when that was going viral online because it was so horrible, Norvina had came out and said that that was their highest selling palette because everyone was like, wait, I really want to see, is it as bad as everyone is saying? So I feel like sometimes these things can backfire. Like, there's probably millions of people out there that were like, oh, Jeffree Star is throwing this Rhode Beauty in the trash can, let me go ahead and try it out to really see how it is. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes those things just don't work, in my opinion. Well, anyways, if you guys don't remember that, like I said, I will be playing the TikTok within today's video. I want to say it was from 2023. A lot of people are calling him out now because now he did a review of Rhode blushes and he really liked them, and it has over 9 million views, and everyone's like, you look like a hypocrite. Like, you were literally just talking trash about Hailey Bieber. He literally was on a podcast and called Rhode Beauty, Rhode Pest Control. So I'm like, you look kind of dumb. Do you know what I mean? I feel like things like this, you guys know, every single time that it came down to Jeffree Star, whenever I stopped supporting Jeffree Star, I'm like, oh my gosh, this fool's in like a scandal. Look, first of all, if you guys don't recall this, I'm the type of person that I'm kind of like, okay, if you're getting on my nerves, I'm not going to support you anymore. But then I would like to see as the years go on, or months, whatever the case may be, if you do change, and then I'll make an announcement, be like, hey, you know what? I feel like Jeffree has learned from his mistakes. I'm going to purchase from his brand again and do a review if you guys want me to. I feel like Jeffree should do the same thing too. Like, because you do look a little bit hypocritical. You do look a little bit dumb. Say, for example, if 2 years ago I made a video and I was like, I hate Jeffree Star. I'm never going to purchase his products ever again. And then here I am like reviewing all Jeffree Star products. You guys are going to be like, what the hell happened? You literally said that you are not going to support him, blah, 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 blah. That's why every single time that I have like been like, you know what? I'm not going to support Jeffree Star because of X, Y, and Z. And then I said, oh, we'll see down the road if he does learn from his behavior and if he does change, then I'll support his brand. And that's why every single time I've always addressed that. So I feel like Jeffree Star should do the same. So anyways, we're going to be talking about Jeffree Star within today's video, obviously. Y'all, I apologize in advance that I'm just going to be rambling today. I literally am. You know what I realized about myself? A day after drinking, I just talk, y'all. I just talk and talk and talk. I don't know what it is. Anyways, let me shut up. Let me get a drink of water, and then I'll play the TikToks for you guys. I don't want to hear any of y'all say, oh my gosh, that intro was 6 minutes long. No, 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 no. It wasn't an intro. It was a summary, obviously. It was on topic of the conversation that we're going to be talking about, okay? I don't know why for some reason that like low-key gets under my skin when people are like, oh my gosh, 4 minutes and 53 seconds for the intro. I was like, were we not talking about the topic the whole time? Okay. Anyways, y'all don't try me today. Anyway, literally, I'm all ready to fight through the camera. Like, so stupid. Anyways, I do want to start this off by playing 2 TikToks. One being from when Jeffree Star did go on a podcast where he was talking about Rhode pest control. And then another one to where he actually has the package from Rhode and then he threw it away. So go ahead and check these out.
Hailey Bieber or someone on her team did flag my video, and TikTok was very sweet to be like, what, why? And then they brought her back.
Yeah. So I wrote down a bunch of celebrity beauty brands.
Yeah.
Rhode being at the top of the list because we saw that it was reported and you weren't a fan of it. I want to go through these brands and kind of give like.
Now, have you tried Rhode pest control? I mean skincare.
Hi guys, this came in the mail. So I just got back from Paris. I've been catching up here at the Star Yak Ranch and life has been really fucking busy. So we are fully back to reviewing makeup and this came in the mail. Okay, so the packaging is so boring. And then I open it up and girl, she literally looks like she wants to die. Like, focus. Oh my God, that face is like, why did I do this? Why did I create a skincare brand? So when you're privileged and you use daddy's money and you've never worked a day in your life, I guess this is what we're doing. Okay, you guys, I don't even know what to say. This is so boring. I'm not even trying to be funny for once. This is what she's giving. In this house, we are team Selena and we are team not bullying anyone. So we're gonna skip today's review. Wait, she doesn't even deserve a pink trash can. And just like Shawn Mendes said, bye.
As y'all saw from right there, it really did seem like he had some beef with Hailey Bieber, which I'm kind of like, y'all, of course, it's human nature. We're all going to have some type of opinions. I don't know if you guys remember during this time, I did a video about Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez, and I was like, I feel like there's so many missing pieces to the story that we just don't know. And I feel like everything was fan speculated and like low-key made up by the public. Do you know what I mean? People run with a narrative, they make a TikTok about it, and then people start believing it's true. And it's kind of like, we don't really know the truth. Do you know what I mean? That's why for me personally, every single time when I do like a drama video and things like that, I'm like, I like to go based upon like actual stuff, not just kind of like, oh my God, Kylie Jenner, she said she didn't like laminated brows. That's shade at Selena Gomez. I'm like, no, maybe she just doesn't like, you know, laminated brows. Obviously, look, I'm just giving an example right here because things did look a little suspicious during that time, specifically about the brows, because she did post about her laminated brows and then Kylie had, you know, made her little thing. Anyways, I was just giving an example. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like everyone needs to just kind of like chill, you know what I mean? Because I feel like Jeffree Star, oh my gosh, he was quick to hop on that hate train. And all of a sudden now everyone's loving Rhode Beauty on TikTok as well as YouTube too. And now all of a sudden he wants to go and do a review of the blush, which I'm going to show you guys a portion of it. I'm not going to play the full thing because it is a little too long. And he really does love the product. And everyone's like, okay, this is a little bit weird. So go ahead and check this out.
Hi, how are ya? Most of us know my review from Rhode Skincare from Miss Hailey Bieber last year. It didn't go so well, but She has a new product and you guys have highly requested this review. The Pocket Blush from Rhode just came out and we got it in the mail. I already have one complaint. I know you guys are like, Jeffree, come on, just try the makeup this time. So the 3 blushes I ordered are here, but this is how they showed up. Like the box was no bubble, no tissue, nothing. Let's just go in like she did and let's get, oh, okay, that's pigmented. Work, bitch, work. Okay, so she went there, she went here, and she went there. What she did, just like that video in the intro, she just kind of patted it into the skin and it melted. She may have used a little less than me because baby, this is actually way more pigmented than I thought. Okay, that is shade Spicy Marg blended out with the fingers. It actually blended out really pretty. I am gonna try this Makeup by Mario brush. Ooh, okay. And as you can see, it does blend in really easy. I was scared of that, but baby, I just read the box. It says formula made in Korea, and bitch, those labs know what they're doing. I know y'all are shocked, but I like it so far. It feels very weightless, like nothing's on the skin. It's not tacky. Now I am gonna wipe off the shade and try the viral shade Piggy. Are you guys surprised? Because these are so pretty. They were effortless. They did what they said. Only thing is, they're a little pricey. I think the price could go down a notch. But at the end of the day, guess what, y'all? The Rhode Skin Pocket Blush is Jeffree Star approved. You better work.
So as y'all saw from right there, he liked the blushes. And you know what's so crazy is I feel like within his comment section, there's only a few people that really do remember the Rhode situation. Because a lot of people are saying like, oh, thanks for keeping it real. And then there's a person like that commented this right here. And I was like, do you not remember the video? He said, love that he didn't like all her other products and was honest, but liked this one and had hesitancy and still was honest about liking it. And then somebody had wrote back to him or them, no, he was being nasty when he threw her products away without trying. He's just ashamed now because of how far Hailey's come. He went on the hate and then I don't know, got cut off there. And then somebody else, what? He didn't even try it. He was being nasty. Somebody else to that person, he literally threw the stuff in the trash the last time, didn't even try it, made me not trust his opinion as much actually. And I'm so sorry, but I'm in the same boat right there. I'm like, okay, this person right here is saying, oh, he didn't like the products. He never even tried the products. When he did do like the review, he was like, oh, like I have the lip stuff or whatever, but I feel like he was just saying that. I said review, but maybe I meant interview. I don't know. When he went on the podcast, he was telling the girl that he liked the lip products, but the rest of it was trash. So I was kind of like, did you go in the trash and pick it back up? I'm a little lost right now. But to be quite honest with you, this is where I feel like it is beneficial for him to just announce it and be like, hey, you know what? The beef is settled now. Everything's all good. Like, you know, that's one thing about Jeffree is I feel like he's never like looked back and said, damn, I was really dramatic when I did this. You know what I mean? And I feel like I would like him more if he did that because y'all know I'm like that. Like, I'll be like, oh, damn, I overreacted. Like, I was a bit much there. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like for him, it's so hard to, I feel like he's never even done that, to be quite honest with you. Because I feel like it would be so easy for him to just be like, hey, like I was being so dramatic and obviously everyone was hating Hailey and I got just like a bad vibe from her and I was just like, let me throw this away. You know what I mean? Like he should just address it just a little bit within my opinion. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.